Hi everybody, Matt here. Just wanted to give you an update on my Huel only diet. I'm approximately 3 weeks in from the start of this experiment. Um, so far it's gone pretty well, but it's got to the point where it's got quite boring quite quickly with regard to the variety of things that I can eat, or in this case drink. For those of you that don't know, I haven't seen my previous videos, I've been doing an experiment to try and replace all of my meals with Huel, which again, if you're not familiar with what Huel is, it's essentially a food replacement. It's not a supplement replacement. It's an alternative to chewing your food. In essence, it's shakes made with water and Huel powder. I'm actually on Huel 3.0 at the moment, and also I'm on the gluten-free variety. I think this is actually going to be backwards, which is a bit of a pain. Um, but anyway, yeah, so it's gluten-free. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I've had a persistent cough, gastroesophageal reflux disorder, GERD, for a number of years. And I quit smoking, I've given up dairy, I've done a number of things to try and cure myself of this cough. I've taken medication and so on, and nothing seems to be working. So I thought I'd try and tackle it from a diet perspective. A number of things that I've read suggest that there's certain foods that you eat that potentially can exacerbate the problem or even cause the cough entirely. So, like I say, I'm about 3 weeks in. I've got about another week to go before I make a decision about whether I continue it or whether I kind of perhaps just slowly start to introduce some other foods back into my diet. Um, I'm not going to lie, I have a little sneaky boiled egg or two, but nothing more. Um, People, when people go onto Huel, they do it for a number of reasons. I started drinking Huel probably about a year ago, purely because I'm too lazy to make myself breakfast in the morning. I'm not the most organised person, so I could have, get to work, have a shake, really easy to make. One for breakfast, one for lunch. Then I'd get home for dinner, and I'd eat whatever I want, drink whatever I want, and so on. Having nothing but Huel, like I said a moment ago, is a bit depressing. It's a bit dull. The lack of variety is pretty gets to you pretty quickly. I've got three different flavors: berry, mint chocolate chip, and vanilla. And I've yesterday actually I put a handful of frozen raspberries in with the berry shake, and that really improved things. You could argue that's kind of cheating. It's not having just Huel, but hopefully you'll forgive me for a mild adjustment to the recipe. Weight loss. So I've been on this now 3 weeks, and I've lost approximately 1.5 stone in 3 weeks, which is pretty amazing. That wasn't my intention, and I've been having three shakes a day: one for breakfast, one for lunch, one for dinner, and each shake is 3 scoops. Now, I've still got the old scoops that used to come with Huel, and somebody told me that they've updated them, so I'm not quite sure whether I'm actually consuming too many calories or far too few. But assuming that the scoops are correct, I'm having about 450 calories per shake, and obviously 3 times a day. That's probably a radical drop compared to what I used to be eating or consuming, which is probably closer to 2,000 calories, maybe even more. Now they say, I think for the average human being or male of my height, I think 2,200 calories a day is what they recommend. I think it's a bit much, to be honest, particularly if you've got a sedentary life or job. I work in an office predominantly, so I'm sat down a lot of the day. Although I go to the gym, or I did before COVID-19, I went to the gym a couple of times a week and I play football and stuff. I still found that I wasn't really losing enough weight at that time. And actually, I was when I started Huel over a year ago, I was 15 stone. So Just for the record now, when I started this most recent experiment, I was just under 14 stone, and I'm now just touching 12.5 stone. So if you're looking to have Huel as a weight loss program, it'll definitely work. It's not the most delicious thing, but then all the delicious things in the world are generally bad for you. So it's the rough with the smooth, I'm afraid. If you want to lose weight, you've got to eat lettuce, you've got to do exercise, you've got to try hard, or alternatively you could have Huel, which actually it's not bad. You can get sort of baking flavour enhancers, like essence. So you get like almond essence or orange essence or peppermint or whatever it is that you want to kind of spice up. You can also add some more vanilla extract if you wanted to, just to kind of improve the flavours a little bit. Obviously those things are generally quite expensive, so they omit them, I think, from the bagged powders. Anyway, I think overall I'm pretty impressed. The main thing I forgot to talk about is my cough. So when I started this experiment, I was coughing all the time, and to be clear, for those that don't understand the type of cough, it's not like a chesty cough that you get when you've got a bit of flu or a cold, or like, it's not bronchial, I think is perhaps the right terminology. It's more of a clearing of my throat. So when I'm talking, like now, normally my throat really gets kind of clogged up. Bearing in mind that it's nearly 10 a.m. and mornings are worse, I'm actually feeling pretty good today. I have noticed an improvement, I'm not going to lie, so I kind of feel that maybe I need to continue the experiment a lot longer. But if you're having problems with the same kind of clearing of your throat, give it a try. You might just find that there's something in your diet, whether it's too much gluten, bread, pasta, sugar, alcohol, tomatoes or something that's supposed to exacerbate the problem. Whatever it is, cut it all out. And the easiest way I found to cut all that out without having to do crazy meal planning and shopping lists and stuff is just Huel. It's really straightforward. And then I think what I'll start to do is reintroduce the things that I like into my diet, but do it slowly, progressively, and see how that affects my cough, and then maybe keep it all out. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will make some more videos towards the end of this experiment. What I should have done really was some photos before and after, because I know a lot of people like to sort of see the weight loss side of things, but this is more about the cough. So if you've got a similar issue, just let me know. Thanks. Bye.